Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Now, something that I've wanted to talk about for a little while is about the treatment of Jesy Nelson from Little Mix. Now, I know that she's recently left the band, which is really sad, and I know that they've said that it's because of medical reasons. Just a disclaimer, I'm not a big Little Mix fan or anything like that. I have seen them quite a few times in concert, just because they always play Summertime Ball. I do care about the subject that I'm going to be talking about. The whole thing with her is whether or not she's left the band because of medical reasons such as depression or anxiety or anything like that, or because it's physical, it's none of our business, to be quite frank. If she has left due to the reason that most people think, which is because of the way that she's been treated online, and she has been cyberbullied a lot, then it really is out of line, and I just wanted to discuss it because I think it's an important conversation. I think that people often forget that celebrities are people too. Some of the vile comments that people put on Twitter and stuff about her, and some of the comments you see written about her, are just so disgusting, and I just don't understand why human beings have to be that nasty to someone. People will probably respond with this video like, oh, she's in the spotlight, so she's always gonna have hate and blah blah blah. And of course that is a part of fame or being an influencer, or even just putting yourself on the internet like I do. You will always get hateful comments, you just will. I don't know why, but human beings, they like to be negative online, especially when they're behind a profile picture or an anonymous username. People will say things that they won't say to your face, unfortunately. They will take out their pain and anger on you because they're behind a screen, and that's just how it is. People get all keyboard warrior-y, you know? That was not even a word. Jesy Nelson has faced a lot of just hate for being the slightly bigger Little Mix girl. In my opinion, she has never been fat, she has never been overweight. She doesn't look it to me. She looks a perfectly normal size for a woman. She has a completely normal body type, and just because the rest of the girls are very slim doesn't mean that she's fat, because she literally isn't. She's probably about my size, to be honest. She's a normal looking woman, and I just don't understand the hate towards her. So we're going to watch some videos about it, and I'm just going to react and see how I feel. I did watch the BBC documentary about her quite a while ago. I think it came out about a year ago, but we're going to dive back into that and react to that, because even though it's old news, it's something I want to discuss on here.
The night we won X Factor, I think I had about 101 inbox messages on my Facebook, and the first one that come up was from some random man, and he was like, "You are the ugliest thing I've ever seen in my life. How on earth were you ever put in this girl band? You deserve to die."
See, I will never understand why people go out of the way to message anybody that, even a celebrity, online, anything as nasty as that. Like, nothing would ever possess me to go to anybody online and message them something like that, because you never know what someone's going through. And the fact that she's a celebrity and you don't even personally know her, how can you have that much hatred in your heart to really say that to someone? And he might have thought, oh, if I send this to her, you know, she's never going to see it because she's famous or whatever. But these people are people too. They have feelings, and I think a lot of people think that money fixes your problems or takes away your mental health problems, or money and fame can stop you from feeling a certain type of way, but they still read comments, you know. I think a lot of people assume these celebrities just don't even go online or manage their own accounts, but they actually look into it quite a lot, and they are human beings. So I think people need to remember that. But truly, I don't understand how anybody could justify sending a random message like that to someone, especially a celebrity, to be honest. Do you not have a life? Like, I don't understand what would genuinely possess you to do that. I can't think of a single celebrity that I hate at all, period, and that I would do that to. I've never left a hateful comment online, ever. And people say it's because they hate themselves or whatever, but I hate myself so much most of the time, and I struggle with mental health, but you don't see me taking my hatred out on someone online.
How have I just won the X Factor, and all I want to do is just go back to my normal life? And I just was like, oh, there's nothing I can do about this now, I'm in it.
It's just so fucking sad. Like, telling someone to kill themselves, I've had this shit online, and people will do it even when they know you're struggling with suicidal thoughts, and it really makes you wonder and makes your faith in humanity vanish, and you just feel even lower and even worse, because you just think no one wants me here, you know, like, I just don't know how anybody can tell you to kill yourself online. Like, it must be, I always think it must be people that have never dealt with mental health issues ever, and so they're just ignorant and they don't understand the impact of their words. But then if you're a genuinely nice person and you have empathy for people and you're a human being, then surely telling someone to kill themselves would never go through your head, especially someone that's never done anything to you. She's literally just in a girl group, that's all it is. And she's being told to kill herself for being fat when she's literally not even. What is with the body shaming?
The whole world had an opinion on me, and they weren't good ones. From the minute them comments started, it became the worst time of my life. I wasn't known as just one of the singers in Little Mix. I was known as the fat, ugly one.
She's literally not even ugly. She's literally so pretty. Like, I would love to look like that.
I think people don't realise the effects of what bullying and trolling can actually do to someone.
The three of us, like, as our mates, just didn't know what to do. We just had to sort of watch this amazing, funny girl sort of become a bit like a broken doll. It was horrible.
The shit is that I could not change my mindset. I couldn't make myself happy. My brain started to believe everything that people were saying about me.
I've had hate online, yeah, but only a couple of comments here and there. Or even when I was getting harassed last year and I had to, like, call the police and report it and stuff. That got me so freaking low and was ruining my everyday, and I was already struggling with stuff on top of that. Not to make it about me or anything, but I can't even imagine as a celebrity having so much hatred going towards you. Like, we're talking thousands of comments, thousands of online hateful comments that she is probably reading every day and letting get in her head. And if she's already got the insecurity of being slightly bigger than the other girls in the group, then it's going to get in her head, and you're going to start believing the things people are saying online. The hatred will start to boil up inside of you, because when so many people are saying the same thing, you think, well, it has to be true, otherwise they wouldn't be saying it.
When I'd lost quite a bit of weight, we were going back on X Factor to perform our new single, and I didn't give a shit if the performance was going to be good. All I cared about was people seeing me and going, oh, she looks good, she's lost weight. Like, that's all I wanted people to say when they saw the performance. And then the next day, the first interview that we had, the lady come in and she said, have you seen what's been said about you online, Jesy? Katie Hopkins just basically called you fat. I could be...
I literally hate Katie Hopkins. She is such a little bitch. I said I can't hate anybody. This is the thing. I hate Katie Hopkins, right? Because she's just so offensive. She says outrageous things all the time. She's just a fucking moron. But I've still never gone online and told Katie Hopkins to kill herself, because I just wouldn't, no matter what. And that's just... I feel like if you have any level of empathy or any knowledge of mental health or anything, or just a heart, you wouldn't do that to anybody. And this is what I mean. I don't understand, because even with how I feel about Katie Hopkins and how much of a fucking bitch she is, I would never go out of my way in my life to send her hateful messages or comment about her nastily online. If I had Twitter, I might tweet about how I don't agree with her views or whatever and give constructive criticism, but attacking someone, especially for physical appearance that they can't help, and doing that while they're actively trying to improve themselves because of your hateful comments, like, it just doesn't compute in my brain. I truly just... I don't understand human beings.
Skinniest girl in the world, and this is never going to go away. And that was the pinnacle point for me when I got severely depressed, and it just spiraled out of control.
She's so right though, like, no matter what you do, people will always hate on you. she can lose weight and people won't let it go, and that's just how people are. People are never happy. She'll lose weight and they'll probably start being like, oh, she's got an eating disorder, or she's got a problem, or we're worried about her, or oh, I preferred her before. It's like with Adele, when she lost weight, I saw people commenting like, oh, it doesn't even look like her anymore, she looks older now, it's aged her, and they were saying nasty shit, and it's like, but beforehand you were taking the piss out of her for being slightly bigger. Some people were. So literally whatever you do, people are going to hate on you. People are never happy, and that's why you should truly only live for yourself, because people will just pick on anything. They are never freaking happy, trust. And it's the same thing with Lizzo when she's gone on a diet recently, and people all of a sudden are hating on her, and because her brand was being big and proud. But I'm sure she got hate for being a bigger girl, and then the second she tries to improve herself for her health, not even for her appearance but for her health, people have got a problem with it. And people will always be like that. Human beings just are never satisfied, and you just can't live for everybody else. You gotta live for yourself, dude.
And I just sat in bed and I was just crying, thinking, this is never, sorry, I just remember thinking, this is never gonna go. Like, I'm gonna constantly wake up and just feel sad for the rest of my life. The only way I can describe the pain is that it feels like, if you've ever been heartbroken in your life, is it just feels like constantly feeling heartbroken.
When she describes it like that, it really makes me want to cry. Like, I watched this earlier to prepare for this video and I literally teared up. Just describing it in that way of being heartbroken every day and it never going away. I can't even fathom living with something like that. Like, the thought of feeling that way every day is awful, and I know how she feels because I've dealt with depression and heartbreak and all kinds of things for years and years and years, and I understand how it feels to feel hopeless. So this makes me really fucking sad for her. And people think she doesn't struggle just because she's a celebrity. Money doesn't buy happiness. How many times do I have to say it, you know? Like, people just have no empathy for celebrities because they got a better life and all their problems are fixed. But just because you have money doesn't mean you no longer have problems. It just means that all your financial problems are no longer a worry. But you're still going to have life issues and other problems that are going to affect you. Just because you're a celebrity doesn't mean all of a sudden your mental health is like, bing, I'm amazing, I'm good.
Everyone says, do you ever watch old videos back of you when you're an X Factor? And I can't. Like, I actually, can't watch them back because it just makes me so sad, and it's a time of my life that I will never get back.
I wanted to just find every single person that had ever said anything horrible to her and just look them in the eye and say, like, look what you've done to this girl.
So yeah, I'm really glad that she underwent therapy and that she got some help. I'm going to leave a link in the description for all kinds of different resources for depression and stuff like that. It's something that I've always talked about here on my channel, and I think that it's really important, especially with what's going on in the world right now. I think that we all need to be kinder to each other, and hearing Jesy's story just really touched me, truly. And when I heard the other day that she'd left Little Mix, I was sad, even though I'm not even like a massive fan of Little Mix. The first thing I thought of was that BBC documentary where she was talking about all of this, and people just follow the crowd, you know. Like, it was so trendy to hate on her, and I remember how people would be when I did have Twitter. People would always be saying nasty shit about her because she's fat or whatever, which she literally isn't at all. And I think we need to normalise healthy body weights, because clearly people have got this wrong idea what a healthy weight is. The second you put on a little bit of weight, people will be nasty about it, and I've experienced this myself, you know. I'm a bit more curvy now and I'm okay with that, and I've got a bit of a stomach, but I've had a couple comments here and there, not awful ones to be honest with you, but it's the fact that society and social media puts out this really actually unhealthy body image of really slim women where you can literally see their bones poking out, and they're literally so unnaturally thin, and they must have to go on insane diets, or maybe they're naturally that way or whatever, but they're just such unrealistic expectations for women to actually hit. People just The second anybody is slightly above that weight, people will label you as fat when you're literally not. You're a healthy, normal weight, and I think we need to normalise being curvy and having a real normal body. I hope that she's doing well. Leave your opinions in the comments section down below. I would love to know how you guys feel about this topic. It is funny how people follow the crowd though, because before the documentary everyone was hating on her, and then the second the documentary came out, I remember loads of people in my group chat and stuff being like, and loads of people on Twitter being like, oh, I feel so sorry for her, it's so sad, I'm crying, like, oh my god, Jesy. And it's like, where was all this love beforehand? I'm going to put all the links to certain things that can help you, especially with the pandemic. I want to make sure that everybody's okay. We're all struggling mentally right now, and the world is in a weird place, and I think we need to preach kindness and spread positivity where we can. I don't know why there's so much hate in this world, and it's a harsh reality, but I hope that you're all doing well. Let me know your comments down below, and I will see you in my next one. You can like, comment or subscribe. I make new videos whenever I can, and I will see you in my next one. Peace.